Tuesdays with Morrie by Mitch Albom. Morrie is an elderly professor that knows he's going to die, and as he's facing his own death, he does an interview with one of his students from a long time back, the author Mitch Albom. On the one side of the table, you have the middle-aged man who's reasonably successful and has a lot figured out in life, but there's a lot that he hasn't figured out. And I want to say he's at his midlife crisis, if I remember right. He's in that stage of life. And on the other side of the table, you have a man who knows he is going to die in the short term. And Mitch Albom gets the great opportunity to sit across from this man and receive all of the life wisdom that he's accumulated. So Morrie is very open about his own death. He knows he's going to die, and in the interview, in his conversation with the author, he's not beating himself up about it. He's not saying, why me? He's just accepting it as part of the natural flow of the universe, which is very difficult because we are all born with a sense of holding on to life and clinging to it as tightly as we possibly can. So Mitch is saying, we as a society are way too serious about death. We fear death too much. We don't talk about death enough. It's something we should face honestly and openly, and we'd all appreciate life more if we did that. So there's a lot of interesting philosophical points brought up in this book. It asks a lot of good questions, those of us who are not about to die as we read this book. How will my life be judged after I'm dead? What will people say at my funeral? And it gets you thinking about the kinds of things that you would want to do differently. Morrie's overall conclusion is that love is crucial. Talks about it in terms of it being like the center of existence, and we need to focus on that, and also in a very Buddhist-like fashion, focus on the present moment. When you're with someone, you're present with them. When you're doing something else, you're present with that thing. So it is an interesting, quick read, very thought-provoking, and I would say thumbs up, or let's say 3.5 stars. If you have any recommendations, leave them in the comments below.